Well, I came into work and everything was normal. I was scheduled to work that evening, so we work like 11:45 to 8:15.
Yeah, I just arrived at 3 o'clock. My shift started. And I checked my schedule. I saw I had a meeting with my boss.
I don't work on Wednesdays. That's my day off since I'm part-time. And I was out running errands, and I happened to see that there was a message on my phone from the manager at my branch, and I listened to it, and she said, "Hey, can you give me a call back?"
And at 3 o'clock, the branch manager came by and gestured me to come into his office.
I thought it was a meeting about something else. I wasn't worried. But I did notice on the way into her office, she grabbed a box of Kleenex. And I thought, well, what's happening here? So on the way there, she got waylaid. She stopped to talk to somebody else, and I went ahead in, and the regional manager was sitting in there, which was a surprise.
The CEO came on and told us that as of today, or as of Friday, really, it was Wednesday, that our jobs were being eliminated, phased out.
The first thing we did was getting on the ball of how can we get them back. I wrote 2 grievances, one against our CEO, then CEO, for her not following our contract and not working in good terms with the union. And then a second grievance for lack of advance notice to the union. They said that the 14 librarians were being phased out, but truly we knew it to be like a layoff. And we have a section in our contract about layoffs. They didn't follow any of that policy.
Had to turn in my badge. I told my boss that I would need a box to clear out my locker.
I went to my desk, I packed all my stuff. I was not allowed to speak to any other staff members in the room where my desk was.
My boss did clear out the workroom, so I didn't have to run into any of my coworkers, which was good because I was upset at that point. And I cleared out my locker and my mailbox, and then I was escorted to the door.
It was just shocked. I was shocked. Couldn't believe it.
After you're laid off, it says that you should be put into an equal or lower pay grade, just transfer over. They were telling these part-time librarians that they have to interview just as if they were a brand new person off the street.
I was so angry, because I had been there for 20 years. This just came out of the blue. We were originally told that the part-time position was going to be grandfathered in because they weren't going to be hiring anymore. We all knew that, but we were also grandfathered in and that we were there. We weren't going anywhere. And now all of a sudden it's just like, boom, we're gone.
This is one of those situations where typically it's just regular staff as our union, but managers were coming to us and union leadership and just spilling the beans of what they knew and how upset they were and how they didn't want this to happen and how their jobs were threatened if they had said anything, that they would be fired on the spot with those 14 librarians. And that's when we knew this is not right. So myself as chief steward, I knew that even though I can't represent them, I can still speak up and say something on their behalf that this is not right. This is ethically not right at all. It's not professional. The first thing that happened was the head of HR, she was fired. All of us union leaders, as much as we could, and many of the union members and even managers came out to our Board of Trustees meeting and just laid it out on the line that we were not happy and the union is going to grieve this.
More than a dozen part-time librarians who were laid off this week are being reinstated now. Now it is saying the process was not handled with respect and transparency.
I was at home. It was on Friday. I think it was around like 3:15. I feel like it was 45 minutes. So 3:15, I got a call saying there's going to be a Zoom call at 4 o'clock.
My first thought was that we were being reprimanded for the union coming to our rescue, the media article that came out, all of the patrons that stepped forward and said, why is this going on? And our elected officials that we had contacted, and all of them coming out of the woodwork and saying, this can't be right.
We were phased out on November the 12th, and on November the 14th is when she called us all together again on a Zoom call and told us we had our jobs back.
And there was the director, and she's saying that this did not go the way we wanted. No kidding. We're going to reinstate your jobs and you can report back on Monday. I was totally floored. I was like, what is going on? Talk about whiplash. That was major whiplash.
It took the council, county council, and various other individuals to get the jobs back of the 14 part-time librarians, but there were still all those portions of the grievance that had to go through because they did not follow the contract. December 9th, the Board of Trustees, who oversees the contract and the hiring and firing of our CEO, they went into a meeting and they decided that she is no longer with BCPL. So we took that as a win. We took that as we fought and we won. It took a little bit longer for the other grievance portion about our contract, but we finally came to a settlement and they gave us everything that we wanted. So our contract language has changed, so that way, should anything like this ever happen again, it's not going to happen again.
Honestly, when this first happened, I thought, people get fired all the time. Nobody's going to really care that much outside our immediate circles, but just the outcry was amazing, the support.
It was very, very moving. There were a couple times I was close to tears because I was just like, the support that is here for us is just amazing.
The union has been fantastic the whole way.
It's just been a process. It took a while. Mid-November is when it all happened, and here we are about mid-January, and we finally have settled everything, and it finally feels like, we can breathe, and we can go back to being a normal, happy library.
Tell me about your buttons.
We got these on the day of the board meeting. There were 14 of us, and they were jokingly calling us the 14 because we were the ones that got laid off. So they gave the buttons out to anybody who wanted to wear them, but they asked specifically that any of the 14 that were present at the meeting wear those. So